Good morning, everyone. I'm Nick McCracken, and today we're going to be talking about improving efficiency here. It's come to my attention that there has been some issues with our efficiency going on within the intern projects. I understand that a lot of you are actually having to work additional hours that you're not being paid for, and also some of the quality of the work that we've been receiving is not ideal for what we were looking for. That's not necessarily all on your fault or all on your part. It is also on our part as we are learning how to work alongside you. So a little bit of overview of what we're going to talk about today. We're going to briefly discuss the current process of what we are heavy doing, some of the resulting inefficiencies from that. Then we're going to lay out the policy changes and the new procedure, the benefits from that new procedure, and then we're going to wrap things up. Okay. So the current process that we have for you is, of course, we provide you each with a certain criteria and model that we need you to build both a database and do industry research analysis with. And we understand that we're only technically paying you for 25 hours a week, and that it is actually hard for the size of this model that we're trying to build you, because basically we're asking for 30,000 companies into a database that's vetted and solid, and then also doing industry research analysis, and we understand that this can be quite stressful, basically with the time that we have been given, or that we're giving you right now. So what are the inefficiencies from this model? Well, of course, time inefficiency is the biggest one. You guys are working 15 unpaid hours on average a week. And then also the inability to find enough data. That inability, of course, is probably part of the time inefficiency. But overall, the inability to not have enough solid data, of course, is resulting in not necessarily poor quality, but not the quality that we're looking for in our databases and our models. And then that is complicating negotiations further down the line. Okay, I'll know that. Okay, so what is our new model? How do we think that we can improve on this? Well, what we want to do is instead of having each individual intern complete just a list of these three criteria, we want to actually put you all into individual teams. And so we will have, for example, intern 1 compiling the database and intern 2 vetting the database, while intern 3 is working alongside them doing the industry analysis. I don't believe this will be a perfect science. For example, intern 1 and 2 may both have to build the database on one day, and then complete their individual kind of work, and then on the last day of the week maybe come together and both vet the database. But this is just a rough sketch of what we believe will actually improve the process. Let's talk about some of the benefits of why. So the benefits, we're having a team atmosphere. So dividing the labor, basically what you're doing is going to allow you to be more time efficient. But I also believe with that division of labor, be more specified. So you're working less hours, but we also believe that your individual part is going to be more effective and have higher quality. Also, the collaborative brain power. Even though we're technically receiving 3 less models a week, having 3 minds going into one that is, we believe, hopefully really solid, is going to be better than having 3 minds going into 3, and then later having to be revamped later down the stream. So what does this mean for you? Well, this means time saving. So no longer are we going to be asking you to work 15 unpaid hours or so just to get your assignment completed and do that to us. And then also quality improvements. So we're hoping that you can feel more rewarded with the work that you're being done, because you can see that its effects are going further downstream to help the rest of the firm. Of course, we want to remind you that your success is just as important to us, because it basically our whole project starts with you. So in conclusion, our current process is just ineffective of how we're doing things. And of course, resulting in inefficiencies where you're working unpaid hours and morale is obviously low from that. And also the quality that we're receiving is not necessarily what we need to be doing our job. So we have our new procedure where we'll be dividing you up into small groups to be able to collaborate with each other. I want to challenge you all. I understand that this has been stressful and it's difficult working hours that you're not being paid for, and you know, the satisfaction is not what you want it to be. But I challenge you all to really dive in and attempt this new process so that we can really get the feedback on it that we need to, if we need to make additional changes. But I really want to challenge you all to dive into this and see where we're at with this project. Again, I'm Nick McCracken, and I'll take any questions that you have.
Good job.
Amazing.